Diaz Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Like a torta with some bad habits. Now trip out. In a menudo style in direct fashion, man, we're going to get straight to it. But before we do, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Put the notification bell on all so that way you're abreast of all the dope content I'm bringing all week long. And let's talk about a situation. A situation that happened a while back, but it's still relevant, I guess. Because I've always wondered and I've always wanted to know. And I think I knew in the back of my mind, a lot of people applied the pressure and told me. But after really sitting back and kicking back by myself, throwing on the computer, putting on the jams, and listening to the song, I said, okay, I see you. Did I have it coming? Absolutely. Probably. Did they put it down? Absolutely. Am I mad? Absolutely not. Now, what I'm talking about is a song that came out about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, called Youre by a group called Red Alert. Now, if you don't know who Red Alert is, man, make sure you guys tap in because I support their music. Regardless if they put a diss track out about me personally, that only shows that my brand is growing. That obviously, man, I'm hurting feelings or I'm being felt or heard, right? But it is what it is. You know, Red Alert, man, is a group comprised of several norteno rappers, Northern California rappers, man, that really have game, that really are good rappers out there in Northern California representing, you know, people like GB from Merced, from where I'm from. People like Acito from Stockton. I believe he's from Stockton. Then you had, of course, Young Iggs out of Modesto. And then I think the other guy is Rico Too Smooth out of Sakura, right? Or the Broderick area. Now, these individuals, they came together to form a super group. And don't forget about Babyface Wood up out of Washington, right? Doing his thing. They came together to form a super group of Northern California rappers. And it's been done before. Meaning that other rappers have come together like the Darkroom Familia, Minority Militia, Low Down. Dudes and vatos from different hoods, different barrios, different makeups and DNAs come together with the common understanding and common goal, man, to put out some good music, to put out their business. So they did that. And I remember when I first heard about this group, I was like, man, these guys, they know what they're doing. But about that time, when I started my YouTube channel, there were some discrepancies. There were some things going on. A lot of people were pumping and pushing bullshit out there about how I felt about youngsters, younger norteños or youngsters anyway, in period, this younger era. And I wasn't meaning to disrespect anyone, and I'm not backtracking. I'm not scared, man. Basically, I was speaking my mind, how I felt. I can only reflect and tell you about the 90s, the late 80s, 90s, 2000s, my era, how I grew up when I was in the mix gang banging, what it was like. You know, I can't talk about how it's like now other than what I see and what I hear. You know, and when I was talking about the skinny jean generation and motherfuckers out there with hand cannons and this different types of things, I was speaking truth. You know, there is a lot of people out there with these bowl cuts. I guess they call them the Olak cuts. You know what I mean? The Edgars or whatever, man. I thought it was hilarious. But again, man, what must have the people that came before us thought about our Baggy Dickies and Ben Davises and you know, Cascades and Charlie Browns and things of that nature? You know, I'm pretty sure the generation before us was laughing at us and we'd laugh at them about their hush puppies and cream-colored slacks. That's just how it is, man. Every generation is going to have something to say about the last generation or about the next generation. But it's not a diss. It's not meant to cap on them. It's not meant to hurt their feelings. If your feelings get hurt and if the shoe fits, wear it. That's it. My thing is like this. At that point in time, you know, I was blowing up on YouTube. I was doing my thing as Gunners Collective. I was coming up, making my own way, making my own lane, marching to my own drum beat. And some battles felt disrespected, you know, and it wasn't because I was literally disrespecting them. It was because I was something new. I was something different, man. I was doing more views than the average motherfucker. And a lot of people didn't like that. You know, so I started getting a lot of smut put on my name, a lot of hate coming towards me. And I understand that. But a song comes out. A song comes out called Youre. And I remember when that song first came out, I never listened to it because I wasn't intrigued to. You know, I wasn't really tripping off what they had going on. There was a lot of back and forth between myself and younger norteños that were tripping on me because they were calling me an old head or a dropout or a piece of shit or garbage because I was no longer affiliated or associated with the cause. But that didn't mean I didn't have love and respect for what they were doing. That didn't mean I wasn't, you know, representing for the raza and I wasn't trying to put on for the entertainment value of what they had going on because I've always shown nothing but respect for their music. It just means that I was no longer part of the scheme. I was no longer part of the game. And that's fine. You know, I'm going to live my own life. Every man has to live by their own rules, live by their own regulations, and live their own life. I learned that a long time ago from some real OGs that taught me, hey, homie, you know what I mean? Do your own thing. Do your own programa. That's just it. So I continued to do my own program. And little by little, man, you know, I let the youngsters know that, man, I don't have hatred towards you. There is no clowning involved. I'm just capping. I'm just clowning. I'm just having a good time when I do things, but I'm not clowning you personally. It's nothing personal against individuals like Rico, Too Smooth, or GB. There was no personal animosity or hatred there. It was more so, man, I was just talking about these new school, new booty eras where they're wearing fucking tight ass jeans and their ankles can't breathe. It's, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Guard, they couldn't breathe. It's the truth. Now, none of these guys are wearing skin tight fucking tight biker shorts. So I don't see what the problem was. But I guess people took, they felt it as disrespect because I was the one saying it. You know, the Africana brothers could say it all day long, and it's good. But if Gunners Collective says it, then it's all bad. Whack them, put a green light on them, hit them, you know. But they chose to do it a different way. So I guess they made a song called War. And in this song, there's a few lines, man, that I believe are targeted at me. That I believe, you know, when people first said, you know, they told me, hey, go listen to that song War. Red Alert did a song about you, Gun. Maybe the whole song's not necessarily about you. Don't get full of yourself, puto, right? But there are some lines that are directed at you. So I never really tripped. You know, I don't want to, nobody wants to hear bullshit about them. You know, that's just like YouTube. When people make videos about me and they're talking shit and they're clowning, I don't watch them. I don't care, man. Say what you got to say. Get off your chest what you feel you have to get off your chest. That's on you. But at the same time, remember, in the meantime, in between time, hey, it ain't no fun when the rabbits got the gun, huh? It ain't no fun when I come back and clap. But I'm all out of that situation, man. I'm too old for that, man. There is no riff-raff back and forth. I'm done. I'm going to have my fun the way I have it. I'm going to talk about what I talk about, and that's it, period. No disrespect intended to nobody. Now, I listened to the song the other day, you know, for the first time. And to really sit down and listen to it, I've heard it. You know, people were bumping, hey, you ain't full of clowning on you. Hey, they got you. Orale, they got me. You know what I mean? What doesn't break me will only make me. You know, if your name is being put in rap songs by individuals that are really doing it, you should feel privileged. You know, these guys are putting you on the map. You know, you don't hurt me, you help me. Thank you. Gracias. I appreciate it. I'm felt. Thank you. We're A-okay. But I listened to the song, and, you know, there's a line in there where it's talking about none of your stories matter. It doesn't mean shit since you dropped out. And he's absolutely correct and right. You know, I don't have nothing bad to say about that line because none of the stories do matter. Stories are just stories. You know, if they impact your life and they make you reminisce and they put a smile on your face, you're like, damn, I remember that, eh? Or fuck, man, that brings back old school memories. Or that's what it's all about. It's all about entertainment. You know, none of my stories count anymore because I'm no longer affiliated or because I'm no longer pushing a hard line against my own people. Because I'm no longer tripping on sureños or I'm tripping on, you know, upstaters or I'm tripping off other norteños. So now I'm all bad, I'm no good because I'm not tripping anymore. You know, I haven't been tripping. That's it for a very, very, very long time. Even when I was active, guess what? I wasn't really tripping, homie. It was business, nothing personal. It was what it was for my people in the movement. There was no personal feelings involved. Anything that I had personal with the person personally, we personally handled that personally. That's just what it is. Read between them lines. I said, hey, you know what I mean? I should drop my own rap song. But as far as what that Vato said about, you know, nothing I say counts anymore, he's absolutely correct. But just because you're a rapper or just because you have a microphone or a platform, man, what you say might not matter as well. You know, just because you got a few girls fucking hollering at a car show for you doesn't mean you're high powered and you're really that one. You know, doesn't mean that you are him and I'm not, because I was once you. I was once everything that you believe in and everything that encompasses your life and everything that your life surrounds. I once believed the same thing, man. And I truly believe, Holmes, you're going to steer your own course. You're going to go the route you go, and I can't knock you for it. You know, everything a person does in life might not matter to you, might not matter to that business, might not matter to this nerd over here, but it's definitely going to matter to me. So when I tell my stories, I tell them from the cora, from the heart. I tell them off my dome, my mentality, man, and I tell them from realness. I don't tell them from a position of I think I'm better than you and I just like to hear myself speak and talk. You know, I tell them for entertainment, man, so that people can hear the stories. So yeah, that song, you know, I've heard from people that are close to people was a direct shot at me because people felt I was I was basically disrespecting the young cats. Let's get that cleared up right now. That was never the case. That was never the case. My whole thought process and everything I do is to uplift gente, to uplift the raza, to promote the integrity of the people. So that way the people can come up. I want to see doors open for the gente, man. We don't have many doors to even open, period. So it's up to us to frame them and make them. So we're good at building houses. Orale, paisa, right? We're good. So there was never no hard feelings. Maybe one or two individuals we had words. Maybe I clowned a little too hard. My bad. The motherfucker felt some type of way. And got at me some type of way. But other than that, and there's been conversations with some of these rappers behind the scenes. I'm not going to tell you which ones. But there was a little FaceTime situation, where I was asked to remove a video because it hurt somebody's, cora and whatever. And I told Charlie, because, I'm going to do my thing just like he does his thing. I didn't ask him to remove songs. And that was it. It was none of these individuals from Red Alert, just to let you know. But they felt, and for no other reason, because people were pumping shit up. See, I never had a bad word or a bad thing to say about that individual GB at Merced, the rapper. In fact, when I was doing my thing out there, he was a little kid, man. So he wasn't in the mix yet. It wasn't his time yet. It's his time now. It's his time to shine now. Whatever he's doing, the body that he's representing, I was around before they were around. I remember when they started. Good gente, good ass homeboys, Juju, good ass homeboys, Big Mo, Chilo, Sugar Bear, all these cats, I remember them, Fat M, all these dudes I remember from back in the days. And then when these youngsters came up, people like GB and all these other rappers, or other little cats, cool, do your thing, just keep Merced on the motherfucking Mizak, as far as that gang life goes. I'm out of it, so I have no say so. But when Vatos are saying in these songs, your stories don't matter, you're garbage now, everything you did doesn't count. Well, guess what, Holmes? The way that Merced is framed and the way that it is because of individuals like myself and other individuals that done fell off or are no longer affiliated because of the things we did. Because if we didn't hold it down and put it down and set a foundation down, man, there wouldn't be nothing there, Holmes. But a whole bunch of motherfuckers still going to Shannon's getting hot links, period. Get some dog nut soups. You know what it is, man. We were really doing what we did for the establishment of the gente and the people. Now, life takes different twists and turns. And in life, sometimes you realize, hey, Holmes, I'm too old for this shit. Or you realize, man, this shit ain't for me. Or maybe some people do tell. Or some people get caught up in bad situations. Or whatever it is, man, life is life. And that's just what you're going to have to deal with. But yeah, making disrespectful diss songs about people and everything. What does that really do? It doesn't hurt my feelings. It just, elevates my mind frame and my thinking to, wow, I must have really hurt, I must have really hurt people. I must have really gotten under people's skin. That's not my intentions, homies. My intention has to never been to disrespect the norteño movement. Let's just say that right now. How can I disrespect something that I once was a part of? Hardcore, really ingrained into the mix. See, I was one of the homeboys that if you came knocking on my door, hey, homie, let's get off. Where? Let's go. I wasn't going to be like, nah, hey, come on, ladies. Right now she's cooking hamburger helper, eh? It's my favorite. Let me eat a bowl, and then after, if I'm, after my food goes down, then we can go kill this motherfucker. Nah, I was like, come on, Vato, just hurry up before the fucking hamburger helper fucking burns. Let's go do this. Right off the top, is the type of homeboy I was. I will always have love and a burning desire for the norteño movement. That's just what it is. Okay? There's no one can ever take that away from me. I don't want to be in the mix anymore. I'm not trying to be in the mix anymore. I'm not trying to promote gang activity. I'm telling my old school stories, whether they count or they don't. It's totally up to you, man. It's not meant to count. It's meant to be truth. It's meant to be heard and felt. That's it. It's meant to entertain. But they did, say several things about me. That I was a tweaker in the alley, I guess. I was a punk and I was a sucker, man. And I'll tell you right now, I don't know any of these cats in real life. None of them cats right there I don't know in real life. I don't know from Steven Adam to Sparkaleño. I don't even know them if they're a funky norteño. But what I do know is what I've heard and what I've seen. What I've seen is people like GB giving back to his community, uplifting his homeboys, putting the fucking city on a map. I can't take nothing from that and hate from that. Whatever little diss song happened and whatever little friction and whatever little drama there was there at that time and people were pumping shit up, hey, it is what it is. All is forgiven. I don't care, man. To tell you the truth, I know Vatos don't care about me and I really don't care about them, man. But I hope as gente, man, that they come up. Period. That's how I am. That's my mindset in the game. Now, as far as me being a DO and a punk and a rat and a sucker and a whatever you want to call me, you're the man. You're the man, homie. You do what you want to do and say what you want to say. You know, do what you want to do and say what you want to say. But slowly but surely, everyone's eyes are going to open to the fact that you're not as much of a grown man as you think you are, homie. If you're at the dictation of someone else, be your own man. Stand truly on your own 2 feet. And then we can talk. You know, I'm not here to poison the people. Poison is not in my game, man. I used to hate that word. These fucking DOs and punks are poisoning the gente. I'm not here to recruit people to drop out or to stop gangbanging or to live a new life. I'm here to say, man, there's other options. It's up to you. Do what you do. You have to learn the hard way like I did. You know, I never fell off, homes. I fell back. You know what I mean? I understood situations were out of hand, home situations I couldn't control, so I had to do what I had to do. But you got to understand, at the end of the day, man, a man is going to be a man is going to be a man, and that's it. So what can I say? You want me to fucking sit here and lie about it and say, hey, I'm still active and I'm cool, and just because I got a YouTube channel, look, I'm still cool? Fuck no, bro. I'm not a gang member anymore. There's a lot of people that don't gangbang or do what they do, man, and everyone's praising them. Look at fucking Wes Watson. That motherfucker's telling on everything, and then they bring cell phones in like this, and then they do it like that, and then they do this like that, and Vatos are like, yeah. Oh, he ain't saying nothing everyone else ain't already said. Man, that fool's telling like a motherfucker, man. You got fools like Charleston White. Oh, yeah, he fucking smacked me. Yeah, he's a punk. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, he's got a gun on him right now. Oh, no, I'm going to watch him. He's cool. But then when you keep it solid, you're the bad guy. You know? Vatos better reanalyze and rethink about who they're watching and what they're fucking paying attention to. Because real ones recognize real ones, and that's just facts. You know what I mean? I don't care what anyone says. Half of this fucking discrepancies and the reason why these Vatos did this fucking diss song about me, because that song was about me. You know, at least a few lines were. And the reason why they did that disrespectful song about me was because other people were pumping their mentalities up, telling them what I was saying when I really wasn't. Was telling them, hey, this fool's fucking talking shit. Hey, this fool's clowning. And that's a whole bunch of fucking punk people stirring the pot. See, they stir the pot, homes, for drama. It's all about drama. Drama sells, sex sells. Sounds gay and I'm good at that. That's what they're talking about. You know, so that made people think some type of way instead of fucking really getting at a motherfucker or saying, you know what? Doing the real thing. And let me tell you what the real thing is. Yeah, we have a little bit of time. The wind's blowing. This is what the realest thing is to do. This is what I was taught. Maybe times have changed. Maybe it's got watered down. I don't know. Maybe it's just a little different. But back in our days, homie, what they told us. Oh, it doesn't count though. Well, let me give you game anyways. Knowledge you can't get in college. Back in our days, we were told that if a Vato was non-affiliated, non-associated, a gang, non-gang banging anymore, a dropout, or whatever fucking label you want to put on him, homes, a non-active norteño, you didn't even acknowledge him, homes. He was invisible. You didn't even see what he had to say. He didn't count, right? If you don't count, then why are you making a song about me? I'm just saying, you know, that it's just weird. I don't want to stir the pot. I don't want no fucking troubles or problems with these guys, man. I wish them nothing but the best. No disrespect intended. I'm just keeping it real. And real is why people hate me, man, because I guess I keep it too real. I'm not going to speak on the politics of the norteño cause. I'm not going to fucking disrespect the organization. I'm not going to disrespect motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I did what I did in the past, and I'm not going to continue to fall into such hands and clutches. But one thing I am going to say is I'm always going to keep it real. I'm going to be myself, homes. Remember, I was once a homie. I know it don't matter and it doesn't count anymore. It's not scared. It's that ceased to exist once you dropped out. But I have the same type of mentality. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming on YouTube and anywhere else what you're doing it, and your rap music, man. I hope that everyone prospers and they come up. And yes, man, they made a rap diss song about, who hasn't? There's been a few diss songs about me. That's good. Why am I hating so much, right there? Bling, bling. Every time I come around your city, bling, bling with the mug on me. Yeah, gun can fucking lean. What it is, homeboy got the coffee and the fucking cream. See, I can rap too. Bang, bang. That's what it is. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Lakers. And I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, man. And that's keeping it real, gente. I mean, there is no other way. Bang, bang.